I honestly don't know if Bobby's going to be joining us tonight, but what I'll do is I'll send him an invite, and I'm going to presume he's out unless I hear otherwise. But let's put this. Let's send it out here anyway. If he shows up, he shows up. I know we had stuff to do. Link if you can make it. Okay. Let me just text him as well. Hold on. Okay. All right. So this is what I am going to do pending his arrival. First of all, hello, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. Had a really, really good weekend. I don't know if you heard the video earlier. Just got to spend the whole weekend at UVA. Got chilled with my son. We took down everything. We played this die game. We won that. We played. We were at a father-son golf tournament. We took that down. The only thing we couldn't get done was getting the UVA football team to win, but they were missing their quarterback. So that's that. And I survived. So that's good. It's always good. So what I'm going to do, I just want to show you guys a couple of things, by the way. It is, again, as Ken and Bronco will attest, it is definitely work in progress, but we are slowly but surely kind of like rolling out the optimizer here. I think just for premium members on the website. And you see under premium tools, whatever, and it is still kind of slow. But what you can do is you can either put your own projections up, download from another site or whatever, or you have the option to upload my actual projections, the most, the current ones, and you could tweak them here. And you could generate as many lineups, kind of, not as many, but like I think up to 150 as you want. Now we can't export them yet. We're working on that. And we're obviously working on, ways to get it all faster and stuff. But at least we got the algorithm down and it's building lineups. And if there's any issues that you see, make sure that you put it in there because Evan is developing this for us, and he all the input just kind of goes into it. And sometimes it, like I said, it is kind of a little slow. We're going to wait again. It's a really, really poor demonstration, but trust me, it does work. It just sometimes takes a little while. Maybe it just can't even fathom the fact that Taylor and Horton Tucker is going to be kind of in the optimal. Yeah. Well, right now it's just kind of failing on me, but and I know Jared Allen is out. I am well aware that Jared Allen was out. Oh, he was a game time decision. Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Got that. Okay, fair enough. So let me just see something. Let me just see if I have him projected in. No, I don't have him projected in. So that's good news. Okay, so in any case, it does work. I guess he must be working on it kind of in the background over here, but nonetheless, this is something we're working on, and you'll be able to access it all from the website. Matter of fact, it looks like the whole script is slow, actually. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll focus then on the on the lineup builds. I already did my hockey, so what I'm going to do is I'll just show you guys what I'm doing. I'm going to just upload my new projections over to SaberSim, and I'm going to show you how I make my own little tweaks as I kind of like talk through the slate a little bit. So I already have everything in my and I want to try one more time just to see if this works, because it is kind of cool. You can actually download everything from one page to all the sites, and I just want to try one more time. Maybe everyone's working on it in the background before I just go and do my actual lineup builds. All right, so it loads them here, and now, yeah, it looks like it's just a little stalling. But what you could do is you could download these to the different formats that we identify, whether it be SaberSim or Fantasy Cruncher or whatever. But as I said, it's kind of slowing on me right now, so we'll ignore it. So let me pull up SaberSim, and then I'll go through exactly how I'm doing my builds today in the NBA. We'll bring it over here, and sometimes I use RotoGrinder, sometimes SaberSim, and we'll just see what happens. So right now we're gonna go NBA, and by doing this, you'll be able to see kind of who I like, and you have access to the premium stuff. You can see where the projections come from, and I'll put them up here. So I think Jimmy Butler is still unclear, and that's going to be obviously something I have to keep an eye on. If anybody sees anything with Jimmy Butler, just kind of let me know. So what we do is we'll upload the new projections over to can you shut the door, Stace? Yeah. The projections here, I keep them in my own little file. I'll set other projections to 0. Jalen Suggs out. Nerlens Noel out. Good. So these guys are out. We won't consider them. And we play 20 lineups today, so we're going to build with 20. And these sliders I kind of like on a big slate. You don't need big correlation. You don't need a big ownership fade. You don't need big randomness on a big slate like this. So I think I kind of like these sliders. And again, maybe I'll do one day. I'll do the total one big tutorial on SaberSim. But for now, okay, Rubio starting. Thank you. Okay, so let's and again, as we've seen, that really doesn't matter all that much. I mean, because he would have played 30 minutes anyway. All right. So when we build these like this, it is giving me 100% Taylor Horton Tucker, which is fine. I really have no problem with that. And it's giving me a whole bunch of Jokic, which I like, a whole bunch of Cunningham, which I like, a whole bunch of Mobley, which I like. I just want to just sanity check these. A whole bunch of Aaron Holiday. It all looks pretty good, actually. So I'm actually probably, let me just go through these players. Let's make sure I want all this. Yep, I'd like Dinwiddie. I just like to see. I want to make sure I like to play these guys in general, even if the SaberSim tells me I'm supposed to play guys, I sometimes just don't want to. And this is America, right? I don't have to. Now I have this Butler thing. He's in the lineups right now. Okay, so here's a guy I don't want to play. I don't want to play Dean Wade. He's just one of those guys that does not have a good, he just doesn't really have a ceiling. He could probably get 15 or 16 or maybe even 18, but on a slate like this, I don't think it's good enough. So I'm just going to X him out. So what's cool about SaberSim, if I X him out, it automatically redoes the lineups with who I have left to play. Michael Bridges. All right, we talked about him, right? So Bobby, we were talking about earlier, that Michael Bridges, he just never gets there. I mean, he has a good median, but on a slate like this, you need like ceiling. So Michael Bridges is going to be dead. X. I think the rest of these guys are kind of chilled. All right, let's see what else. Power forward, Mobley, we like. The Me Too. We don't need to play Christian Metu, so we can get rid of him. Boom, boom. Kyle Anderson, I could play him. Naz Reid, I could play him. I talked about this with Bobby earlier. Danilo, we could play him. He's okay. Chris Duarte ruled out for Indiana. Okay, very nice. Cam Johnson, we could play him. Centers, let me just make sure all these guys are just kind of in my player pool. Gafford, I'll play him. Let me just make sure I have no Duarte. And let's get rid of the Mitu again. Get rid of the Dean Wade again. Aaron Gordon, Jay Crowder, Anthony Davis, Taylor Horton Tucker. Utility. Tony Bradley. All right, sounds good. So this looks to be kind of good. So what I'll do is I'll download all these. And I could use the entry editor, by the way, but I'm not going to do it this time. So what I'll do is these are the raw lineups. I'm going to pull up my Draftkings, and then I'm actually going to be a good player. I think I'll show you what I mean in a second. Get Jalen Suggs out. Okay, so do this on the other page. These are my entries as they were before, and these I could show you because they're disappearing, right? This is what it was going to be before. I'm playing the 555, 3 box outs, and the 3 max. So we're going to put all 20 because these were kind of built to be, kind of GPP-ish type lineups. We'll put it over here, and do I want to make any changes? No, because since the sliders were so, I don't want to say they were normal, but they weren't like incredible randomness, incredible correlation. I could use these types of lineups in the higher ones too. So I'm just going to actually do that. I'm going to take just the top rank by SaberSim score and put these in the top buy-ins. And then my only question with respect to diversity tonight is with these 3 88s, whether to double up and put these 3 big ones, these 3 top ones in those 3, or take 3 different ones and put them in those 3. I'm going to take 3 different ones today and put them in those 3. So we're going to take these 3 lineups, we're going to put them in the box out, and then we're going to save. And then we will oh, it's on the other page, but I'll just show you. And then we upload them. So it really doesn't take very long once you get practice doing this. Boom. Very nice. Okay. Now, do we think, is it that important, the news that we just heard, to rerun stuff for Indiana? I really just don't think it's worth it. I really just don't think it's worth it. And that's going to be one of my projects one of these days, is to have what if type projections. Yeah, that's really hard. I'm just saying. There's another thing I want to talk to you guys about in a minute, which I think is important. Hold on, let's try this premium tools one more time. Load from sheets. And then boom. Please be patient. Okay. So I encourage you guys, specifically the people that have been around, that actually everybody, I suppose. So Osimo did an interview with a player by the name of James something or other. I don't know his real. I just forget. He goes by the name of Chess is Okay. He's one of the top players, and he stopped playing in the last, I guess, 6 months or something to go. He's going to do coaching. He just doesn't feel as though he still has the same edge that he used to. And they did a whole interview with him about the state of DFS and what kind of players there are and stuff like that. And it spurred a lot of controversy and a lot of I thought it was extremely thought provoking, but I'll get to you in a second, David. It was extremely thought provoking, and whenever you have a guy like that that's made a lot of money doing this, when he comes on, this is what you get sometimes, And I used to be in this with poker. I understand it. He basically was coming out and saying, listen, for all you guys that run projections, then you either aggregate them or come up with them, and then you put them in optimizers, you make some adjustments, and then you play your lineups. You basically are doing the same thing thousands of people are doing, then you have no chance to win. Like, he didn't say it like that, but what he was saying, I mean, he was really belittling, not belittling. He was really trying to imply that the winning, to be a winning player, you had to. I mean, the term that was thrown around was that he said he used to work. He says he used to put in 80 hours a week to be, as good as he was. And I remember when I got into this, it was the industry was already difficult. It wasn't like poker when I got into. Oh, there it is. Got it. There it is. There goes the lineup. Came right out there. So like I said, so it does just take a little while, but it does put the lineup together. So when I whatchamacallit, back in poker, it was like that. Everything, when I got into poker, nobody knew how to play, and I had a big edge over everybody. And then eventually people learned how to play, and my edge, I don't want to say it was gone, but it wasn't as big. And I, the stuff that I knew before anybody did. And then when people got, pretty good, it was natural of me to think that, well, everything that I do, or whatever it is I used to do, everybody does now. And so whatever. But what I found with poker is that even still, like years and years after I stopped playing, if you play like a good, solid, fundamental game, you can still have an enormous edge. And I still feel that way. People still give me hand histories that look terrible. And just when you think that like the game can't be beat and like people play, everybody plays great, it's just not true. I mean, you play with good fundamentals, you can do really well. And the thing is, when I got into DFS, it was not, the game was already apparently matured. So I was getting in when there was really no easy money out there. But I found as though what I was doing, at least putting my spin on it, at least was pretty successful, because I didn't have any bad habits coming in and this, that, and the other thing. So I don't want people to get intimidated by stuff like that. I think that, look, if you want to beat like a big $1,500 tournaments on a regular basis, yeah, I think that it requires just a hell of a lot of more work than I'm willing to put in, if you want to know the truth. But I think if you want to have fun and beat these games that we're all playing, I think that if you have a decent projection system and know how to do good ownership fades and know how to put lineups together and not go on tilts, you know what I mean, and have good money management, I think you can make money doing this still, without sweating about not being that person who's in the lab 24 hours a day. I really believe that. But it's a little off-putting to hear it, and someone says, oh, I used to take 17 hours a day or 80 hours a week, and you guys think you can have an edge by not doing that? You're sort of mistaken. So I do encourage you guys to watch that. The guy got a lot of hate for it, if you want to know the truth. I don't see where the hate's coming from. I thought he was very, his candor was very very direct, and I liked the things that he said, and it was very thought-provoking. When I'm, in anything where I'm trying to learn, anything I appreciate. And now he's getting into coaching. He's, so he's charging a bunch for it. So, he obviously has to make things sound a little harder because he's charging a lot for what he's offering. So that certainly makes sense, but it's interesting. Okay. David says, what do I set my max exposure to with SaberSim? And my answer is almost always 0. In other words, I almost always, just do not set max exposures. I just let the top X lineups, I'll get to you in a second, Kevin. I let the top X amount of lineups just be my lineups. And I know that some people say, whoa, it's taking a lot of risk. I'm willing to accept that if something gives me 100%, I'm just going to take it. The only thing I will say is that in certain sports, I just don't like to go 100%. And those sports are actually not basketball or football. I don't want to go 100% hockey. And I don't want to go 100% baseball, just because the way results distribute and how rare it is to put points on the board, you know what I mean? That there's just way too much variance to go 100% of a stack in hockey, especially on a big slate, or 100% of a baseball team on a big stack on a big slate. So that's what I would say is that where I have no problem going 100% in basketball, football, and some other sports. Hockey and baseball were the only ones that I will set a max exposure to on SaberSim. Yo, what's up, Eric? Okay, so you want to do some specific ones? Okay, Kevin, let's talk about. You want to go Fanduel? Yeah, I can have some fun with this. So Fanduel NBA 4,200. Okay, so let's just rank this by point per dollar. How about that? Rank this by point per dollar. Well, 4,400 is like the best play on the slate if you can get to that. Are you on the lake? Well, let me see. Let me see what I did, because what I said I would do and what I do is no, we don't, Jay Smooth. Sorry, we don't have any really deal with them. I mean, I just that's part of the reason I'm being genuine. You know what I mean? That you could take from what I'm saying is genuine. They get nothing from me, and I get nothing from them. So this is what I do. Caruso 4,400 I love. Taylor Horton Tucker I presume that you have, but if you want to get a decent pivot, what's his name? Desmond Bain is 4,300, and he is going to be, I presume, much lower owned than. Oh wait, this is actually big. Hold on a minute. Wow, Stace, Lafazan won. Yep. Hold on a minute. Hang on a minute. I want to send this off. Hold on a minute. This is actually kind of big. Sorry about this, guys. Hold on. One second. Yeah, somebody I was backing in an election here got in a recount, and he was like the only like Democrat to win in this whole area in these midterms. It was freaking crazy. Anyway, okay. So Bain, hold on, I want to send what's his name to. Hold on a second. 1 second, then more. I want to send to. Sorry about this. I really am, but I just have to do this. Okay. So Bain is not a bad idea. Herder is not a bad idea. 4,200. I mean, Caruso's better, but this is what's kind of cool, man. If this is right, where Herder is 10% and Caruso is 27%, the difference between these two is it actually is kind of big now that I'm looking at it. Like Herder's at 20, I have him at 22.85, and Caruso is 26. That's actually a lot. So I don't know. I don't know. But I think the Bane one is I don't know if I could fade Caruso. It's tough. But I think all these other guys certainly make sense. And I mentioned I don't really like Team Wade. All right, so let me see what I actually have, by the way, Eric. And it's like, do as I say, not as I do, or whatever. Let me actually see what I have. Because I really should take those later games. But, in the end, I don't think I have it. No, I have Anthony Davis. Yeah, I got like almost 100% of Tucker. But I don't have any of this Portland stuff. Oh, man, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm supposed to do that. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on in the Portland game, right? Do we even know what's going on in the Miami game yet? With Butler? He's questionable still. That game's at 8 o'clock. That's not good. I do have 28% Zach LaVine. I have like 75% Cunningham. So yeah, it looks as though in the end I'm not doing what I said I was going to do. So I lied. No, well, you know what? This one I got Davis and Caruso and Tucker, so that's good. So I got three in that lineup. Yeah, I do have a bunch of LaVine, but I guess I have 96% Tucker, so that's definitely taking a stand. I got 40% Davis. So yeah, 48% Aaron Holiday feels really dirty, by the way, on DraftKings. He has never done anything. I don't think that. Oh, between what? Okay, let's get to you in a second. Chris, between Davis and Westbrook. I don't think I like Westbrook at all. Or do I? Well, first let me look at it from a projection perspective. I mean, Davis is like a tremendous play. And yeah, that's the thing. The Nito over Holiday is a very interesting idea. It's just something about the dude starting though that scares me to get off of him. Let me see what I got going on in the NBA. I can actually show you right where I am right now with my bigger lineups. You got to make sure your lineups. Yeah, dude, you're all good, Eric. In my bigger ones over here, Dinwiddie, Ball, Cunningham, Caruso. So I got Butler right now. In my, did I even? I didn't change my Fanduel ones. Oh crap! Oh, you know what? I'll do that right now. And this one I can actually show you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. This is good. Okay, 6:30, plenty of time. Kidding? But we're gonna have time issues. All right. Okay, so we're going to NBA. If anybody could find out what's going on with Butler, that'd be great. NBA. Upload. NBA. Fanduel. Boom. 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 Duarte has Duarte out. It's got Suggs out. It's got Noel out. All right. So same thing. We're going to build 20 lineups. Want to give it a little more juice? A little more juice. So a little more correlation, a little more ownership fade, a little more randomness. And this is an art, not a science, right? There's no reason why I did that exact thing. But I'll tell you, just making those little tiny things makes my 20 lineups almost totally different than what would have been, which is kind of cool. And I kind of like that. All right, so let's take a look and see what happened. 100% Lonzo Ball. LFG. All right, beautiful. Bunch of Butler. Michael Bridges. Safe. Sabonis. Now that's going to be low owned today. I like this. Okay, so kind of liking that. So we're just going to probably put those in as is. So let's do this. We'll save the lineups over here. And then I still don't want to use the entry editor. I just want to just do the long way. And then I'm also going to go over my football lineups as well. We're totally going to randomize those. I'll show you how we do that. Very, very, very complex process there. Okay, I'll show you how that works. Okay, first let's change the basketball lineups. Boom. Get buckets giveaway. That's good. We're going to put the monster over here. Boom. We're going to put the same one in the slam. Sounds good. We're going to put two others in the slam. Next two projected. These are projected by a Sabre score, not by whatever. And then we'll put the next three. Since I didn't do that much randomness, I could even make them single entries. All right. We'll do this. We'll go upload, downloads, Fanduel, boom. Now we'll take a look at it. And then we'll see what we're at. Then we'll go back to, what did I say? We're going to do the football? I'm going to do the football. Ooh, there's a Dinwiddie over here. 7. Okay, let's do this. Let's go upcoming. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get the it doesn't really list it by salary, by buy-in, which is really, I really don't like this about FanDuel at all. Like, I'd like to have this listed by, so I could find my biggest lineup really quickly, but it just doesn't do that. I honestly don't even know what the main, what the logic is. Well, Dinwiddie, Ball, Schroeder. Okay, that one's fine. Okay. That Horford one could be a genius. So this is what I want to do. So now what I want to do is I want to go into my footballs and randomize them. Let's see. So I already did my lineups, but as you might notice, so some of them have, I have the same lineup in twice. Bam is questionable. Bam's always questionable, I think. Is that a new questionable? Butler is out? Okay. So that's very different. So I want to put this, put a link together for you guys so I could show you what this means. Hero. That's going to be correct. So that's where we're going to go. Here we go. This is okay, here we go.
Oh, that's very different. Never mind.
Exactly. So I want to wait a couple of seconds. First of all, before I forget, I have to take Butler out of my lineups, right? So the first thing I'll do before I decide how much hero I'm going to want, just want to make sure I get the Butler out. And I hope you guys are not paying attention. I hope you guys are like changing your lineups. If you had any built, if you didn't have them built, then then you can still pay attention. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to find the Butlers first, and then I can figure out how much whatchamacallit, how much hero I want in a second, but let's get the Butlers out. Get the lineups. Now, if Bam plays, he's probably a lock, right? Okay, so there's the Butlers. Download this now. And then we will redo my NBAs. Well, it's it's an hour and a half before game time. That's fair enough. I shouldn't get mad at them for being slow. I don't think this was slow. The first thing, and this is like not going to be the final lineups because I'm almost definitely going to have to do something with hero, right? Well, I'm going to have to wait a couple of minutes for some projections to update, and then I will redo them with Butler out. I mean, if Bam is in, he becomes, he's gonna. I think he might end up in every lineup, but we'll see how that goes. And it's possible hero ends up in every lineup too. We'll see what happens there. So let's edit those, just in case, like we run out of, you know what I mean. In case we run out of power, at least we got the Butlers out. Let's see. Did I have any Butlers in here in my Draftkings lineups? Let's see. I did. So the Butlers are now going to be gone. So let's re-download these. Boom. Okay. We're on the other side. Tricky. Edit. And then NBA. Boom. And this is all temporary, right? Because we're going to have to redo this in probably about 10 minutes after I update the non-Butler projections. This, and then we'll just go, well, same thing. Well, for now, we'll just do this so it doesn't make a difference. We'll just have one lineup in each one. Okay. All right, so now let's take a look and see what more news we can't drum up over here. Bam is out. Aha. Aha. Now we got Dwayne Dedman season. Is that the story? Well, and it's also, what's interesting is that now the game is close. If anything, the blowout risk is on the other side, right? So let's get rid of Bam now. Now yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Ayton will play. Bam is out. Thank you very much. So before we do anything, again, this is like just in case of power outage. Always have to do something in case of power outage. First thing I'm going to do now, go back in to here. Bam is out. That's awesome. This is really a test of wills. At 6:36, we have 23 minutes, and I got to figure this out. Maybe Eric Johnson was right. Maybe I should just push everything back to the late game. That's a little lazy, though, I think. It's a little tiny bit lazy. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to do is I'm going to change the DraftKings lineups. Now Bam is out. Whee! Okay. So now we're going to have no Butler. We're going to have no Bam. Boom. And then we have these. So now we will download this. As he hums the tune to Barney Miller as he changes his Bam lineups. Okay, so we'll do DraftKings first, and then it's gonna be the fun part, because then we gotta redo. We definitely have to redo everything now, because I mean this is 100%. There's gonna be something in the Miami, whether it be Dedman, whether it be Hero, whether it be both. I'm guessing it's going to be both. We will get to that in a second. So let me do this. Get that's done. Let's do Fanduel next. Back into Fanduel. Get rid of Bam over there too. Any chance that we didn't have any Bam? That would be very helpful. But I doubt it. Let's see. GPP lineups. All. Oh, I didn't have any Bam? Nah, of course I had Bam. Bam. Download. Boom. This one I probably could have used the entry editor for, but so this is setting out a little time, and then it's going to be, when am I going to do this? I'm going to do this probably at like 45, maybe 45 after. Maybe that'll be good. Let's take a look by instinct before we look at projections. All right, so hold on. And then this, and then 5. So we're now protected in the case of a power outage. Now, before we do the next thing, let me go back into your chat to see what any other news out there. Let's see. Oops, where'd it go? Oh no, where'd you guys go? Hate when this happens. Hate Chrome. Oh no. Okay, where are you? No. I wonder how you search for particular. Oh, there it is. Nope. For a certain browser. Where do I find the browser with the restream, with what I'm doing right now? It's so brutal. Okay, let's keep looking. It's gonna take me a while to close all these windows. That's fine. We start all over again. There you are. Damn it. Okay. All right, so it's now 6:40. We have plenty of time. Let's just see if there's anything that updated with Bam and and Butler out, which is going to be difficult. At the very least, I think that we should wait, right? Unfortunately, I don't have time to wait because I am having dinner in 20 minutes. As life gets in the way of good DFS play, that's always an issue, isn't it? That's what I'm doing is I'm just waiting for projections to update. What do I want to give you as a little? I'll put this up here for now. Ooh, they did it. One place has it already. Deadman, yeah. Okay, so we'll be able to do something. We're going to start right now. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm downloading all the models from the places I can get them from. And then I will redo all the projections. I'm going to put them all up on the site. And I'm going to change all of my lineups, all within 19 minutes. And it's actually pretty close whether I can do that. It's going to be really tight. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Is ownership going to? Am I going to be able to change ownership? That's actually a very good question. Let's go back to something else first. No, they did it. Unbelievable. Okay. All right. I think we're going to be able to get this done. And then this is definitely. I think you should probably also. This is going to be a slate where I might want to check back in after like Portland news comes out. If possible, I will do another run a little bit later. Dude, I'll tell you, man, NBA is a very, very difficult sport to play DFS. Let's see that. All right, there's that, and let's do this one. Let's see. That's not going to work. Hold on, almost there. Let's see. Oh, that's going to. Oh yeah. All right. Source number 2. Is it in? It looks like it's in. Let me just check. Source number 2. Nope. We still have BAM in over here, which is incorrect. So we're just gonna have to wait. This is annoying. But I'll tell you that Dedman's going to be a play. How about that? That's something I can leave you with. Dwayne Dedman is almost definitely going to be a lock button. He's just like the min price, and you know. Oh, ooh, another place has him in. Let me just see something. Okay, there it is. Dedman is in here. So we'll upload this model. This is Fanduel. This is Fanduel. Boom. Model 2 Fanduel. Model 2 Draftkings coming up. Okay, we have 2 more models, and then we'll run our program here. Then, but I'm telling you, it's going to be Dedman and Harrow. It's just going to have to be. Let's try this. These clown shows. Let's see. You guys got anything for me? Let's see. It's 43. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, another one's in. Good. I think we're going to make it. This is Model 3 Draftkings. One day I'll go over exactly what I'm doing here. Oh, that was Model 3 Fanduel. Okay. I don't want to screw myself over here. Okay. Aha. That would have been really bad for everybody if I didn't catch that. Fanduel. That's right. And then Draftkings, Model 2. And one more to do. Just going to give me an Excel error. Let's see. Maybe. Possible. Let's see. Nope. Good. One more. I think we're going to get there. I think we're going to make it. Let's see. Yep, we're going to get there. All right. So Model 1 Draftkings. And I'll show you, since you're here, I'll show you what it is before I upload it, actually. Model 1 Draftkings. Model 2 Draftkings. Model 1 Fanduel. Okay, all 4 models loaded in a second. Okay. Let's run this here. DraftKings, go. Oh, 6:47? Oh, I thought there was a time crunch. Oh, plenty of time. You kidding? I can't say. Oh, they're doing it. You're killing me here. All right, so that's fine. Let's get rid of that. Can't open the same thing with the same name. All right, fine, fair enough. I think you're so smart. Excel. So this is what it's come down to. I'm actually having an argument with Excel. This is my son at UVA. It's like explaining to his like college friends look up to me. That I was like, I'm a colossal nerd here. All right, so let's see. That's NBA DraftKings done. I'll show you what it is in a second. NBA FanDuel done. Right, so let's show DraftKings first. Just double check it. Come on. Yeah, okay, so here it is. I'll put it over here. And these are the top values rated. So Deadman and Hero, 1, 2. Okay, so now FanDuel, same thing. Well, actually, Deadman, Hero. So Deadman and Hero are top values. So this is what I'm going to do in order. First, I'm going to upload these to our site. 6:48, no problem. No problem at all. I can show you how I do that. Well, actually, you probably want to see the projections, right? Yeah, whatever. You see, I'll show you in a second. So here, everybody will get in there. Boom. File upload. NBA. NBA is done. Boom. Okay. Let me just check you guys for any messages. Will Barton game time decision back? Very good. Fair enough. Let me go to Discord first, and then I will change my lineups, and they'll be done. Let's see, Discord. NBA sheets updated for Miami guys out. Okay. Then we're going to go back into SaberSim. Very last time, hopefully. We're going to go, same thing, upload data. Boom. Bang. Bam, out. Eric Gordon is out. That didn't really bother me too much. Butler is out. 20 here. I even have time to do my sanity check, right? Yeah, no problem. So yeah, we get sanity checks just to make sure that the guys I want are the guys I'm getting. So right now I'm getting Hero and Deadman locked in as I suspected. Anybody else highly owned that I don't want to know? Struce, I'm getting some Struce. That makes sense. Randall, Trey, Lowry, Caruso. Again, I didn't want any Dean Wade, right? So we get rid of Dean Wade. Boom. And then PJ Tucker. We don't play PJ Tucker, so he's out. Morant, Capella, Tatum. Nobody else that highly owned, so this is perfect. Excellent. So here's going to be the lineups. Get DraftKings up again. Uh-oh. Almost. the thing. When you play so close to the vest, you become, you don't have any room to make any trigger finger errors. NBA. Say goodbye to these lineups. It was nice knowing you. And aren't we glad we did all that work at noon? I'm going to go here. Boom. Then we're going to go this one. We're going to go here. And then, as I said before, we're going to go these three into the box out. Bang. Save. Book. Upload. Downloads. DK entries. Boom. Lineups. Double check. Make sure they all took. Looks good. Oh, we have RJ Hampton. Why exactly do we have RJ Hampton? I don't know. Anyway, let's do Fanduel. It's a good question. Do I have time to look into it? Yeah, I have time. Let me just see this. $3,200. I guess we need him. Oh, if we're not going to play Dean Wade. Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, so let's go. Let's do Fanduel. Maybe I'll take out RJ Hampton. Do I really need to play RJ Hampton? Probably not. So that will be the last thing I do if I have time. For now, let's do this. Fanduel in. Once again, what we say, 20 lineups. Yep. Like those sliders still. Good. Let's just do the last. We're going to do this. Then we're going to take the RJ Hampton ones out. See, then do one last sanity check, and then we're going to be done. At least until 9 o'clock games. Okay. Right, lineups go over here. Back to Fanduel. And I did put my hockey lineups in too, by the way. And that's, of course, what's going to win, right? Okay, let's over here. Move that back. Expand so I see what I'm putting myself in again. Oops. Giveaway. Bang. Oh, 54. Oh my God. I really thought it was under time pressure. I mean, that's ridiculous. So much time. Just so much time. It's scary. Here. Boom. So I'll upload it. And then we're going to take out the RJ Hampton. It's going to be the last thing that we do in, I think, I mean, at least before the first games go off. Okay. Before I do that, let me look one last time for anything you guys put up here. No, Will Barton get 10 decision. Okay. Let me go back into. Let me just sanity check real quick on Draftkings, on Fanduel. Morant, Larry, all right, we like all these guys. Wait, hold on. Oh, Anthony Davis was okay. Let's go back into Draftkings. Last sanity check, we will get rid of Hampton at 655. That's the last thing that we're going to do. Come on, populate. Populate, there it is. Last one. Populate Hampton. Hampton. Boom. Now let's take a look at who we have here. Harrow, Dedmon, Tucker, Jokic, Robinson, Mobley, Davis, Strus, Herter, Trey, Randall, DeRozan, Cabe, Ja. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. All right, let's do this. These are going to be the lineups that win. All right, last one. What do we got? 656. Beautiful. Okay. Now we can say goodbye to this set. And you never want to see what would have happened. Although, in Saber Sim, you can actually go to previous builds and see what would have happened if you kept them. You really don't want to do that. Okay. All right. Back into this one again, the 200. 3 different ones in the box out. 2, 3. Boom. Upload. And then what we're going to do, the last thing is I'll show you let me just make sure I have this. Yep, 100% Tyler Hero, 100% Dwayne Dedman, 100% Taylor and Horton Tucker. That's the jam for tonight. But we still have news coming, of course, in Portland and stuff like that. No, we're not playing RJ Hampton. I got rid of all of them. I just got rid of it. I just couldn't do it. I got rid of all the Hampton. And that should do it. I will do my best to hop back around here, but I can't guarantee it for the Portland game. So maybe Bobby will pop in. I don't know. But that's what it's like to get this done. Good luck, everybody. And I'll catch you next time.